Hi everyone, Kathy back with Big Barn Blues. How are you today? Do I look crooked? Let me check my table. My table's crooked. Oh, well, it's got to go up. Hold on a second. Let me do some adjustments here. I'm working in the studio. Got everything all off. See if that's better. That's a little better. Hi, how is everyone today on this Tuesday? Yes, Tuesday. I have a lot to show you today. I'm very excited. So when you come on, say hi and tell me where you're watching from. So you guys, I have a lot of floral goodness on the table today. And just to catch you up, well, I'll wait until a few more come on. Let me turn on my iPad. So if you know, you know. My luggage got here at 11:30 last night. Yeah, they finally contacted us and said it's on the way by courier. So we had to stay up till 11:30 and wait for the guy to knock on the door. So the luggage made it. Yes, finally. Clean underwear. I'm just kidding. It was crazy though. I was like, seriously? I mean, did it go back to Maui and have another vacation? Just saying. So I'm glad it's here. That's all I can say. Let's see. Let me get you up here. I'm going to drop something on the floor. There I am. There I am. Pam, yes, chilly, wet, and cold here too. So cold. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd you guys go? There we go. Donna from Boston. I love Boston. I gotta tell you, when we went there last fall, I loved it. It's such a pretty town or city. Diane, hi, from Central Florida. Oh, I forgot my little microphone again. Guys, tell you, I just can't get it right. Wilhelmina, hi. Frenchie, hi. Yeah, so glad we got our luggage at 11:30. I thought, really? Hawaiian Airlines, by the way, does not answer their phone. So we were kind of at their mercy. What was that? 4 days we waited. 4 days. And Bob has bad sleep apnea. He sleeps with that machine. And the machine was in the luggage. So he just struggled. He looked like he hadn't had sleep in a week by the time we got that last night. We were able to plug it in. So anyway, we're good. So that means, you guys, today is our giftaway. If you watched me in Maui, I gave you words of the day. And for all those that DM'd, every time I went live and all the words, you are in a basket over here for a drawing. But Bob's not here yet because he had good girls from school. So I'll hear them when they come in and I'll say, come on, let's do it. So I have a really good gift for everybody that wins from Maui. So I'm really excited. There'll be 3 winners today. Also, you guys, I hit 28,000. Thank you. So excited about that. That was awesome. So let me show you everything on the table here. So I did stop by Homegoods today. Yeah. So I was working on the computer on getting all those stems into inventory. For those that have been DMing me about other stems that I used before vacation, I'm working on it. I got to get them into inventory, assign them numbers. If you do this for a living, you understand. They all have to have stock numbers. And then now I can start loading them. So I did that all morning, ran to Homegoods because we had to run out and get something because a bird told me that the moss was in, and it was in. So I think I got 5 bags. Run to Homegoods. And you know, when you're there to pick up moss, you have to look around. So I have some goodies to show you I'm so excited about. So, and you're going to have choices today on what project I do for you. So we got moss. Look at this cutie. Look at that. See the little bees on it? Does it show up, I hope? So we have this. We can do this today if you guys like. Hi Tina. Hi Donna. Hi Nancy. So yeah, a glass. Have you seen these little glass purses, you guys, that are so cute? This one was TJ Maxx. What's funny is I have a clear one in my closet over here that I actually got off Amazon to do for you guys. Then I saw this and I'm like, we got to do this one. We'll do a clear one too. But I get a lot of questions. Do you guys do those clear purses? How do I make the foam not show? Because, I mean, honestly, these are probably for fresh flowers. But I'm going to show you how to do faux flowers in them and have it look beautiful, and you're not going to see the foam. So I'm going to show you, but I'm going to bring it around just so you can see the detail on this little guy, because it is so cute. And they have all these little bees with little jeweled wings. Look at those. Isn't that pretty? I mean, I'm just like in love with this. So we're going to maybe work on this today. We'll see. But let me show you some other things that are going to be happening soon here. Let's put the moss in my moss bucket under here. So excited about the moss. You have no idea. Because it only comes in the spring. I've never seen it any other time. Okay, so let's move this stemming machine over if I can make room. I got some goodies. So, watering cans. I love watering cans in the spring and summer. And when I was over there, this is a real watering can. This isn't decorative. And I'm like, we gotta do flowers in it. It's big and beautiful. Even though I have my antique one, we gotta do it. Hi Gloria, thanks for coming on. I do, and you know what? When it first opened, it wasn't. It's a smaller one, and they had nothing. And now all of a sudden, I guess because they realized that we are so detached in Redding, California. We're 2.5 hours from 2 to 2.5 from the Oregon border, and the same to Sacramento. So we're an island. And there's little communities around us, but there's nothing. So I think everybody, like, I went in there today just for the moss, buzzed over to the section that has the faux flowers and stuff. There were so many women shopping today. So, yeah, they stock it now. You ready? Look at this. Oh, look at this watering can. Oh, look at the print on it. I'm in love. I'm obsessed. It has a little brass, little medallion here, a little stamp thing. But we're going to do flowers in this. I mean, I'm just like, oh, we got to do this one up. So, yeah, even though I have my vintage one, I just think this is, and they had different prints on them. And I would have gone crazy. These are, oh, I took the tag off. I think they were 29 or 24, $29.99 or $24.99. I'll have to look it up. But aren't those, isn't it yummy? So now that I showed you this, we're not going to do this today because this I have to really plan out. But I'll show you what we're going to pick from. Let's show you the flowers. Yes, another haul from Homegoods of blooms. After that one in Maui, I'm like, I'll just go through the floral aisle real quick. And Bob's waiting in the car, and he's like, please, please, make it quick. I'm like, I will. Thanks for being patient. So, yeah, Donna, I find it's pretty good. It's $15 for the big bag. If you're buying from like Michael's or Hobby Lobby, yes, I would say yes. Because I don't know if Michael's has those huge bags. Now, if they had a coupon with, like, sometimes you get 20, 30, 40% off, it might be close if you look at the ounces. But if I buy $15 for that big bag, and it's thick, where a lot of times the bigger bags at the craft stores are very, very thin. They're not deep. Where these are plump. Look at how big that is. And they had two colors. They had this one, the darker green, and then the more lime green. And it was $15 for this big bag. So for me, it's a good deal. But I do have a wholesale supply coming, so I'll be selling bags in my Etsy soon. So I'm making the connections. Okay, so this lovely, guys. I want to start showing you these flowers because I'm just like, seriously? Seriously. Okay. Homegoods. Look at these. Look at these. They're mini, mini, mini ranunculus. Look at that. Oh my gosh. The stem is pretty. These are gorgeous. But wait, there's more. They have them in peach. In fact, my peach are back here. You guys saw these. Look at this color. These were $12.99, either in the peachy pink or the pure white. Love them, and what I love about those is, we found these, just like the flowers in Maui. These are in a peach. So look at when you start putting the peaches together. I mean, and then these were Homegoods today. Look at this combo, you guys. And then add some white. Add all the things. I mean, you could even add some of these with the dark centers in there. Look at this bouquet. You guys, I am just like so thrilled because my wedding series is coming up. Look at the goodness. Okay, so these are all in the peach tones, peaches and pinks and whatnot. So we got all those. And we're just going to, they're a little big, but we're going to throw a few of these in here just for safekeeping for now. Okay, and these, and these. So we got a couple bunches of these. And I'm telling you, can you guys see the detail on these? See how they're variegated? They are gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm like, heck yeah. Anyway, then there's one more bundle. See, I got quite a few. Then, of course, these, I picked some of these up in Maui. They had one bunch of these, so I'm like, yes, please. Yes, please, let's get those. So those are going in my bucket. Then we get into the summer brights, because I love pastels. I mean, we've been doing spring for a while. But you guys, look at those. Yes. And you know, if you buy wholesale, Allstate is a big wholesaler. These are Allstate. Allstate has, if you're looking for a supplier, they are a yummy supplier. They have minimums and all that. But these were at HomeGoods, and I was like, seriously? Look at the detail. Oh my God. And the color. So they kind of go into from a dark pink to a lighter, all the way into like a yellow and whatnot. But look at this. So, I mean, look at these colors together, you guys. I'm just like, but look at the yellow. Right? Right? Look at the yellow. Look at all those. And these are on taller stems. You guys, I was like so excited. Look at all these bright colors. So happy. So happy. The colors are happy. I'm happy. I'm just saying, look at this. And then, well, there was the white, but look at, I got a couple bunches of those. I mean, my mind is just, my wheels are turning of what I can do with all this color. I'm just like so excited. And I got more projects over here that I got to show you because they're so good. Okay, let's push those down in here. Look at that mound of color. Oh my gosh. And the white. See, it's such a big mound, it won't even stay in the can. No, let me put it in correctly. There we go. Let's throw some white in. I'm just like, seriously. I mean, I rolled that card out to the curb, told Bob, pull on up, and he's like, oh my gosh, seriously, Kathy, you need the gum and patches and get off the HomeGoods. I'm like, yes, I do. But I can't, because this is what I do for a living. So anyway, so there's those. I'll throw these back here. But wait, there's more. Yes, there's more. Okay, I see some words coming up. Right, Wilhelmina, give me the summer brights. I'm ready. Carry a wreath for all occasions. Aren't they pretty? Aren't they beautiful, you guys? UK, I like it. Frenchie, I will be dreaming rainbows tonight, I'm telling you. Shinoda's, yeah, so much fun, so much fun. Let's see. Magical Moments by Emily Gorgeous. Hi, Billie Jean. Hi, Selena. I've not seen moss at my HomeGoods in Chico. Michael's moss is expensive. Yeah. So go, like, ours has the section where they sell the little bundles of flowers. Over where you see the planter pots for summer right now, you know, all the garden pots that are cement and whatnot, this was actually tucked behind some pots. I couldn't believe it. And so I had a gal help, and she unloaded, because my back is screwed up, she unloaded all the pots for me so I could grab them all. I'm like, I gotta get those. So, yeah. Okay. I'll quit teasing the colors. But wait, there's more. Yes, there's more. Can I push this up? Let me move this guide before I break him. I'll just move this up a little bit, out of our view. Okay. They had these. Same flower in a pink. Look at that. So I did, like, all those trays I did had the darker pink. And then the rattan watering pitcher we did this week actually was a pink. Wasn't it a pink? Wait, it's behind me. Yes, the darker pink right there. Now, here's the lighter pink. Do you see it with the brights? Stop it. I'm like, HomeGoods, stop it. You're killing me. Look at these colors. Then the last flower for today, and this is kind of an unboxing, but I got to show you because I want you guys to run to HomeGoods. I know I have a good HomeGoods, but they get, like, ours gets their trucks in on Tuesdays, or is it Mondays and Thursdays? I don't know. Today was Tuesdays. Tuesday's a good day to hit mine. They're getting another load in on Thursday, so the gal goes come Thursday afternoon or Friday morning. And they pull their carts out, and you can shop right off the carts that they're trying to stock with. I'm telling you, it's good. Then, who doesn't need some purple thistle? Purpley blue. Look at that. Look at how big. This is going in the watering can for sure, but I have some kits coming up. So, they had a few. Let me show you. This bundle, okay, it's 3 stems, but there are so many thistle heads on this. $7.99. Run, 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 you guys. $7.99. And here I'm doing this as I'm about to load up all these florals and stems in my Etsy, but you know, when there's a good deal, us girls got to stick together. Look at that. Look at that with all the brights. $7.99 a bundle. Nothing like it. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just short of a dozen. 11. So $88 plus tax for this massive bundle of thistle. And with all of these colors, it's going to take us right into summer. I'm so excited. So I'm going to put these down over here, behind me there. Let's move some of these. And I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to push this over here. Watch it go by. Look at the colors. Look at that. Okay, let's move it over here. Now, I showed you this little guy. Love it. Love it. Love it. Now I want to show you something else. And you may have already seen these in HomeGoods because I actually purchased these before we went to Maui. But I wanted to wait off a little bit because I wanted them to be more of a later spring, early summer project. Which, by the way, is going to be 81 here next week in Redding, so we feel like we're hitting summer. And that's what Redding does. You have, like, it's rainy and cold today. You may have a couple days of 70 to 75, and then the heat starts hitting. So I think it's going to hit next week. So, let me show you what we got. Did anybody see these guys? Are these great? Yeah, you guys are going, that's out of your wheelhouse, Cappy. It is and it isn't. I love the attachments for wreaths. You guys, or if you have big planters on your porch, or not even huge planters on your porch, it'd be so easy to put these in a planter with, and I'm going to do my porch planters with faux flowers this year because the heat, I can't keep anything alive. I kill it. Because I'm so busy in here, I forget to go out there and water. And I don't like necessarily putting them on drip where it just runs all over your concrete and makes a mess. So, watch these. I got this one, but wait, there's more. Wait, and let me show you. You know my favorite willow wreath. These are going to go on a willow, and then we're going to build florals on the other side. It's going to be so pretty. Okay, so here's this one, right like that. But wait. Do you remember I told you we're going to do some wine barrel rings? We're going to do some without any attachments, with just florals. They're going to be gorgeous, but for summer, what about some big ones? Look at these. Guys, run to HomeGoods. I've got tutorials coming up. We've got yellow, and this is like a lemony yellow, which I love. We've got orange. Look at this. Is this fun or what, you guys? We've got orange. And let me just tell you, these are the huge ones are $16.99. When can you find an attachment this big for $16.99? And then we've got what I call honeybee gold. Look at that. This is, I think, my favorite, but there's one more. I like the white too. I love them all. I'm like, oh my gosh, seriously. So we have the gold, the honeybee gold. I've got 2 of these. And then I love this one too. I'm just saying. Look at the blue. It's like a little bit of turquoise in it, not much. But can you see it with some of these bright flowers? So yeah, I am ready to roll. I am ready for summer. I'm ready for bright. Get this gray sky away from me, especially after being in Maui. So we're going to do a bunch of these. The big ones I'm reserving for big wreaths, or wait till you see them on a wine barrel ring with florals. They're going to be amazing. So, and I'll show you how to do it. How do you attach them on a little metal ring? I'm going to show you. So I'm going to put these back over here, and then I'll show you what the possibilities are for today. So give me a second while I walk these over here. Oh, let me tell you how much those little ones are, because they're amazing. Let's see here. While everything's falling now. So the little one, when I get down to it here, in fact, let's just put these on my back wall. Right, yeah. That one right there. So the little one, $10. $10. The only little ones we had were white, so I grabbed 2 white ones. Aren't those sweet? Look at this, you guys. Okay, so here's what I'm talking about. Can you see them with the summer brights? Can you see them with the summer brights? Look how cute it's going to be. I'm just saying, I mean, this is like one of the first wreaths I want to do. Just saying. Okay, so that's those. Now, I have another surprise. Another surprise. I just want you guys to be able to run out to Homegoods while they still have all this stuff and get it. So, I mean, as I do tutorials, you can follow along with me. Let's see, you guys are talking about moss. Or you will. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Mary. Let's see. Yeah, Magical Moments by Emily. Where are you from again? Magical Moments by Emily. Emily, where are you from? So, California. We get raked over the coals on everything here. Don't even get me started on gas for your car. Oh my gosh. I live in California. I know that some of you do too, but my heart is elsewhere. I'm just saying, it's elsewhere. I don't go political on this page, but, you know. Linda's going tomorrow. I like that. Marilyn, hi. Yeah, I'm a crazy girl. My cart was, all this was in my cart, so they were like, you're out of your mind, lady. Hey, Gloria. Oklahoma. Alrighty. Yes, Pam, go. I mean, if I could find more, and I might go to Chico. Whoever's from Chico, I can't remember, don't go to Chico. I need to go raid Chico too tomorrow, if I have time. I would like to get a bunch of those and do a wine barrel kit or in-person class, but we'll see. We'll see how much I get done. Okay, I'm going to set this down. Right here. Right here. I'm running out of room. And then I want to show you what I just gasped. I gasped. Because, do you guys remember my black and white trays? So there's a girl, and I can't remember her name right now, that helped me in Homegoods when I found those, because they were on the bottom shelf, way in the back, and I was looking for the beaded ones that were oblong, right? See the little bead detail? And she's like, we don't have any more of those, but we have these black and white checkered ones. I'm like, huh, that's interesting. And so she actually dug down and got them out. And that's how we started on that trend of the black and white with the little bunny. Well, guess what they got? No, they didn't get the black and white oblongs, but wait. Look, it's round. And you know what? It's a lazy Susan, but we're still going to build on it. So we have some of these. I was very excited about these because I think so far this has been one of my favorite designs this spring. So I've got a bunch of these. These are at Homegoods, so if you want to follow along and do, we've got some designs. No bunnies. We're kind of moving on from bunnies. I have a few more to do, but we're going to start getting away from bunnies now. Marie from South Carolina. Nice. Gloria, I was already planning on going. Don't worry, I only get 1 or 2 of anything at a time. Right on, Gloria. No, not me. I buy them all. I'm like, I know. I'm not a hoarder. I had to tell the gals in the store, I am not a hoarder. I'm just, this is my business, so. But anyway. All right, guys. So, oh, one more thing. And this is one of your choices today. They have birdhouses. Look at these. And this is honestly what I think we'll do today, but if you want to do something else, I can. But I love the birdhouses. Lisa Marie, Kathy, I missed all of that week's bows on the beach. Yes, I am going to move them. I'm going to actually do better ones because the sound and just everything. I had a bee attack me. I'm just saying. I need to do better ones in here. But I'll move them to my YouTube so they're easy to find. And you guys, if you haven't subscribed, go to my YouTube. They are organized by what season they are or what type of design it is, like a wreath or a table arrangement or whatever. Novelty arrangement like the swan or some of the novelty containers like the frog and the snail. So it's all organized so that you can find it. And there's shorts, there's the videos, everything. So I'll move the bow tutorials over there, but I'll probably do some more because it was difficult on that little table with everything going on. So, but thanks for everybody that watched. And yeah, Lisa Marie will get some more bow tutorials going. Yes, the birdhouse. Yes, Grace. Okay. So what I'm thinking with this, because I'm loving all the brights, but I don't want to just decorate. Everyone decorates the top of a birdhouse and puts a bow. What if we take it a little bit further? What if we start with a tray? So we have the birdhouse, but we actually have something to build on for the birdhouse. So this is what I'm thinking of for today. And let me show you what our choices are in flowers. And then I'm looking at all these brights and everything. The other thing we could do is this little guy. So what do you guys think? A little purse with some bright flowers or a birdhouse design. And actually I'll probably go get, do I even have a little bird in here? Because I think if we're going to do a birdhouse, we should have a bird, right? I may have to run out and get the bird, which is good because I think I heard Bob come in, so we could actually do the drawing. Let's see. Oh, let me show you what I have. Let me show you what I'm thinking of. Some more new blooms, and we may add in some old blooms. I need another table over here in the studio. Look at this. Some of the wispies that I used when I made that kind of Easter basket kind of arrangement. These are new poppies. New poppies. We've got all the greens, which are new. And of course this little guy that was from the craft outlet. So I'm thinking this might be kind of cute on the birdhouse with a bird. So, and maybe introduce a few of these brights also, or a few of the little whites. So, or this guy. And then I'm seeing a little nest, flowers coming up, all the things. So what do you guys think? What do you want me to build today? I thought, let them decide, let them decide. So there's that, and then the other thing we have, let me look, no, I don't have that in here. I was thinking a white tray, but the only white tray I have in here is elevated and it would bring shipping through the roof. I think the brown would be just fine. We'll keep it kind of woodsy looking, but cute. So I want you guys to say birdhouse or glass purse. Vote now. I'm going to run out and get a bird while you're voting, so keep the voting going. And I'm going to tell Bob that when he's ready, he can come in, we'll do the drawing, and I'll show you guys the gift that I'm giving away. Everybody's saying birdhouse. Oh, Tricia said purse. Diane said birdhouse. Lisa said birdhouse. So let me run out, and I'll be right back, you guys. Let me get this. Alrighty, I'm back. Let's see, we need one of those. There's the bird. One more thing I didn't show you. Another black and white tray that I actually like more than the wood one, but they only had one. Look at with the gold rim. So it's gold on the bottom. It's like a metal tray. It has a rope design around the edge. So look for this one in Homegoods. The gal said, it's funny because we've been in Maui all last week. She goes, we got a bunch of those and they flew out the door. I'm like, no, no. These are beautiful. Anyway, only one. I'll see if I can find more. So here's our little bird. In case we do that, I told Bob he's having a snack. I told him, come on in when you feel like it. And we'll do that. So here's our little bird we would use for that one. So let's see. Doesn't it? It looks like Mackenzie Childs, doesn't it? It is not. It's the same company that makes the wood trays. It is beautiful. In fact, I'm like, do I want to give this up? There's only one, but we'll see. I mean, this would look cute on a bathroom sink with soap and lotion little pumpers, or in the kitchen. Yeah. So many things. So many things. So little space. Let's see. Vivian, hi. Okay. Let's see. Cheryl says both. Cheryl says do both. I don't know if I can do both. I'm not. But maybe we'll do whichever we don't choose. Maybe we'll do it on the next slide. So, okay. Let's count up. Birdhouse, we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 on the birdhouse so far, and the purse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm thinking the birdhouse won, you guys. Has anyone not voted? Has anybody not voted? And we'll vote on some flower choices too. What do you guys think? So I think it's a birdhouse day. Billie Jean says birdhouse. So let's do a birdhouse. Let me show you guys how to do this. It's super easy, but I love when the stores come out with these. They're almost like a driftwood birdhouse, but I love it, and I love not necessarily making it for, like, it has a hanger. You could hang it in the backyard, but I decorate my patios too. My backyard, we have a pergola out there that we sit under with a fire pit and all that, a big coffee table in the middle. So I like to decorate that. So sometimes these are nice for that. Make an arrangement, put it on a tray that it's easy to move, and you have more area to build on. So it's super, super cute. So think about if you see a birdhouse, like they usually get them in the home decor stores, but also even Hobby Lobby gets birdhouses in the spring. Think about the trays. Like I said, run to Homegoods. They have all kinds of these trays right now. That's where I got this one. And you can build a whole arrangement, and then it's easy to move. And not even just outside, because outside these do have to be under cover. If the sunlight comes in, it will fade the flowers. They're not UV protected. But I think it's even cute to do a gardening look in your house, on your kitchen island, a buffet. This would be so cute on a kitchen table. Get a big rattan basket like mine, if you can find them. Homegoods gets them in every now and then. That's where I got mine. And you could do a whole display with candles, this, and even the tray. You could stack up some books or something, put it on. All kinds of things you can do. So much. I love to decorate. Can you tell? I'm addicted. I need the gum and the patches to get off the home decor. I love it. It's just part of me. So I do carry the birds, Sue. So these little guys, they're little. I love them. And they're almost all white. They have a little tan on the back. These are going in my Etsy. So this is one of the things I'm going to be listing tonight. I'm working on it. They got into my inventory, so now they can be listed. So, yeah. So these will be available. Okay. So birdhouse it is. Birdhouse it is. Let me set this down. Where can I put it? I don't want to break it, because I am klutzy. And let me get rid of our faux Mackenzie Childs, because who can afford that stuff, right? Let me put these down. And we'll get started. All right, we're going to look at all these flowers in a minute. But I'm loving this. Like, these are going in, these guys that I love, love, love because of the wildness, especially on a design like this. These are a must. But all of these, we've got, is it Scabiosa? I think these are called. We have the big poppies, all kinds of good things that are going to be available that you guys can purchase. Okay, but let's start with this guy and this guy. All right, the tags aren't completely off, so forgive me if you buy this from my Etsy. Yeah, they're mostly off. No one sees the bottom anyway, right? That's my story. Okay, so when you get a tray, it can be square. They have all kinds of square. You could do a basket tray, you guys, with these. It's not a big deal. So if you get the tray, you just have to make sure it's not beveled very much. Beveled where it starts up higher and then valleys in at the bottom, because you need this to secure to this really well. So get as flat of a surface as you can. If you get a tray that's square or, what am I trying to say? Rectangle. Just make sure that it's flat. Whatever kind you get. There was one other tray. I'm going to grab it. It's on the floor over here because I wanted to give you a tray choice too. And I was looking at the white one over here, but I have another white one that I was going to do. Well, I got a couple of them, so this was one of the ideas for it. So let me get that and we'll see if it'll work. And if it won't, it's a good illustration. Let me grab one here. I think it might. It might. Because I'm contrast. If you haven't noticed by now, I love contrast. Whether it be the tray, the container, the flowers. Use a little contrast. I mean, monochromatic is pretty too, but sometimes when you get a little contrast, it just makes it pop. So we have the brown with the little bead trim. Pretty. Will this work? Look at the heart with the bead trim. And I thought, oh, that would be kind of cute with a birdhouse. This might be too big though. And this does have the valley, but it goes pretty flat. But let's look. Nope. It's going to be too big. Darn. But we'll do something else in here. I was hoping I could put it to one side. You can still see it's a heart, but we're going to use this. If it was big enough, I was going to give you guys a choice. So that will not work. But I do have something else in mind for that. So we're going to use this guy. I love that you chose this design. The other design is going to be pretty cool, but it's very easy to do. This will be a little more involved. So here we go. Let's see. Maryland, the poppies are pink. We do carry the birds. What else did I miss? Hey, Jamie. Oh, that's cool. Hobby Lobby has small ones that are meant for the side of a pot. That's cool. I've got to get to Hobby Lobby when I get some time and walk around and see what they got going on. So, okay, here's our bird. And what we're going to do, I also want to see if this will fit. I think it might be too little. I got some samples in of these, but I think I need a bigger one. So, coming soon, our little woven willow nests. Are those cute? So these will be in my Etsy soon. And what I wanted to see, I think they're going to be an okay size. I probably won't put him in it. We're probably going to incorporate this nest and have him off to the side. This is going to be the coolest design. You guys are going to love this. So, these are coming in different sizes, and you guys are going to love these. So, anyway, those will be available soon. They're not here yet. I just ordered some samples. In fact, I have a bigger one. I have big ones all the way up to huge ones for wreaths. They're going to be amazing. So, anyway. All right, let's get this going. So that's pretty flat. Make sure your wood is pretty clean. And I am going to use glue, because glue does okay on wood, but I'm also going to use one of my adhesive strips that are temporarily sold out. I've got to wait for another shipment of them, and then I'll load the strips. Anybody get their strips yet, and have you used them? I mean, the day before we left, actually, It was, yeah, the day before we left, I can't even tell you how many of those pink envelopes, bubble envelopes with these I shipped out. And it emptied I restocked them and then it emptied out again. So these are really good. So I hope you guys try them because they're amazing. I love them on designs like this. It just gives me that extra little bit of security. I know the glue will probably work. You can use floral stickum, but I find that after a while, floral stickum gives. It does. It gives. I've used it for 30, 40 years. This does not give. Does not give. Also, you know what we've used this for? And I will double it up to make it thicker. You can try alien tape too, but this is like forever. If you have something, we have a stucco house. They do a lot of stucco houses in California. Some have siding. I'm all stucco and stone. So if you want to put something cool on your house, like in your entryway, backyard, or whatever, a clock, a picture, a metal, whatever, design, you can use these and it sticks to stucco and it holds it there. In fact, I have these metal black cats that I don't use this, I use the alien tape. But if I use this, it would stick them there forever. But I put them on either side of a window and they're hunchback. At Halloween, they go there and they're amazing. But alien tape or this, if you want to be able to peel it off later, alien tape is great, but this is not going anywhere. You'll pick at it for years. Just saying. So with this, I don't want this falling off of this. This is the perfect thing. We're just putting a strip across the back, and then I am going to throw some glue on it. So we're going to have both, and hopefully it'll hold. Not hopefully, I know it'll hold because I've used it before. Okay. So let's just throw a little glue on here. I am putting it on the house, not the tray, so I can control where it goes. And I'm being pretty liberal with it. In fact, I need to get another glue stick. Pretty heavy with the glue. Make sure it's coated. Okay. Now figure out where my hole is, where my front's going to be. And I'm going to put this back and to one side. So I want it on the left, my left. So we're going to go back left, and make sure that looks right. And it does. So I have a space to build on right here too. You don't need a huge space, but we need a space. So right now you're probably saying it's off-centered, Kathy. It's on purpose. It is on purpose because we're going to come up on the right side of this. Well, I guess we could have come up on the left, but we're going to come up on the right. Okay, so push that down, and what I suggest, even when using the strips, I want you to sit and hold some pressure on this for a while. So, and it gives us time to chat, right? So sit and hold some pressure and make sure the glue connects, that strip connects, and gets seated on there really good. So keep the pressure on. They are adhesive strips. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but they will be in my Etsy soon. Let's see. Oh yeah, Frenchie, you got your strips. Aren't they good? They're so good. And I tell you, yes, Sue, better than invisible tape. They are amazing. Amazing. Sue, are you in the UK? I can't remember. I know I have a few people, and I try to keep it up here, but it doesn't. But for those in Canada and the UK, I am working on international shipping right now. Another thing on my plate, but I need to figure it out. You know, what we do, customs, all the things, and how much it's going to jack up the prices, unfortunately. So, Renee, you're welcome. So, okay, so that's pretty good. Look, that is a heavy wood tray. I mean, I shouldn't shake it, but this is what I suggest. Before you start building, make sure it's not coming off, especially if you ship. You don't want it coming off in transit. So like I said, apply that pressure for a little bit, shake the heck out of it, you're good to go, right? So there's my commercial for those strips because I can't do designing without them. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, quite a few things, we're going to get a little block of foam because I want to be able to build onto this. So where's my little knife? So I think what I'm going to do is put a rectangle of it right around in here. So I don't need quite that much width. we're going to go right in there with it. See, it didn't fall off. Right about there, so that we can build up and around it. And this, I think I'm going to do another little one to the left, and I'll show you why. Set this sucker up. I want something, so I want to take the little, what I call the bird nest, and we're gonna prop up this foam, get it on there. I'm gonna cover it with reindeer moss, and this is gonna go at an angle, because bird nests aren't always just completely horizontal. This is like you just build it right on the side here. So we're gonna fasten both of those to the wood, and let me see if I have. I think I need to go out and get some more strips. Yeah, hold on. I got a few left out front, so let me go grab those. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's already. Whatever, just come in whenever. We're just. I said just come in whenever. We're just building. All right, I'm back. Let me throw that on there. Clean up my little mess a little bit, you guys. Just a little bit. Don't mind, I'm wiping it on the floor. I'll clean later. I said that yesterday. I still haven't cleaned the floor from yesterday or the day before, whatever it was. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Who else's craft room is an absolute destroyed mess? It looks good on camera. Don't look under behind me. It is bad back there, but it's okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and fasten these on there. Same way. We're going to use these little strips and some glue. We want to make sure it's not going to come off, so. All right, let's see. Plop one on there. Make sure there's no crumbs at all. And then we're going to fasten that right down. Right like that. And then I only need a half of this is a tiny little piece, not even a half, just a little corner of one of these. So know that these strips cut down really easy. So if you just have something little to fasten, just cut a little piece. You don't need to waste a whole strip, because look at the little tiny piece I'm using for that nest. It's all we need. Rub it on there. If you're putting it on styrofoam, rub it on there like you're doing a transfer with your fingernail. And that gets it really secure to there. These are paper thin and they're clear. They're amazing. If you do weddings, yes, I have my wedding series coming up. You can take cylinder vases of different heights, and especially if you're doing a large wedding and you want to basically be able to take centerpieces and place them quickly and get everything together, you can use those strips between the cylinder vases and permanently secure 3 of varying heights together using these. They work wonderful. Then you can pick up all 3 as a one, put it on the table. So you can stick cylinder vases to mirrors and put flowers in them. So if you have a big bathroom mirror or something, you want to have some fresh flowers or faux, use this, stick a cylinder vase right onto the mirror. Do the really skinny ones. It's so cute, you guys, so cute. Okay, so that's my little thing on my strips. Alrighty. And if you don't want to buy them from me, I said they are available on Amazon in my Amazon storefront. I don't know the name of them right off the top, but you have to buy a case and it's almost $70. So that's why I sell them in a dozen at a time. So anyway, so here we go. We have both of our foam. Let me push them down one more time. Nothing is coming off. We're ready to build. So, but it's important you get that foundation down. and we've got it. So the first thing I'm going to do, I have an opened container of this moss, and I'm going to get my little bird nest put in there first. So let's get a little bit of this, and let's cover that. And all I'm going to do is squirt some glue, place it on. Easy peasy. You guys know how to do moss, I hope. I hope. If not, you better come inside the barn so I can teach you guys. So, and yeah, here's my little plug. If you like how I teach, you like my style and the craziness that goes on this page, my private coaching group is getting ready to open. My son is back from another business trip, so we'll be working this week to finish everything up and hopefully be launching next week. Yes, it's here. It's here, so. But because of that, there'll be no live tomorrow because we've got some work to do now. But I'm back and he's back and everybody's back. So he's like, Mom, let's get it done. I'm like, let's do it. We're ready. I think I have a few people chomping at the bit, so I don't want you to think I'm completely crazy and I'm just making this up. It's really going to happen. Okay, so I'm just going, I squirted the glue right on the foam, and I'm just pushing this in. So when you get, I don't want it to look like a square, so I'm going to trail it out a little bit on both sides. So if you have a square piece, you can either whittle it down a little bit so it's not so square looking, but you can make the illusion that it's not square with your moss, which is what we're doing. So I need to put a little more in the back. Now that I just hung up my glue gun. So see how it looks pretty square back there? So when I get down to the tray, let's put a little bit more in different heights on the tray itself, so it just looks, you know, natural. We don't want it to look like I covered a square piece of foam, so this will help. So we're going to go right onto the tray with this. Find some good pieces of moss. Who else searches for the good moss, right? The good pieces. The good little pieces. Gotta do it. I want to come up on the beads a little bit. Come over the edge a little bit. You know, just make it look natural. There we go. Because this is going to be his little nest. Or her little nest. Okay. This, I'm not going to worry about till the end. If you've watched me before, I do not moss where I'm going to build florals because I tend to cover it. And any little pieces that show, we can plug moss in at the end. So save your precious moss. Homegoods only gets it this time of year. And I got to make this stuff last till next spring. Until I find that wholesale supplier, which I think I've got it going. I think I got that going on, so. All right, let me get this dusted off again. Don't mind me. Okay, here we go. Look at how natural that looks now. Just a little platform of moss and foam that we can put the little wreath on. These are so cute. So this is going to go on at an angle. Now see, inside the barn, when that launches, you'll have overhead view, so you'll see what I'm doing. It's hard here with an iPhone, but you'll be able to see it. It'll be super, super fun. So we are going to go figure out the best way for this little guy. And we're just going to glue him in. Okay. I'm going to glue him up on the birdhouse and down on the styrofoam. Just put a bead. Let it drop onto that moss. Don't try to touch the moss because you know what will happen. You'll rip it off. And then, now that it's sitting there, we're going to, let me pull it down a little bit so it does look like a, I still want it to look like a little nest, so that's probably too high. Right like that. I'm going to shoot a little more moss right where it hits, or a little more glue, you guys, sorry, it's my brain. And we're just going to glue that in. So hit it in several areas. We can add little touches of moss where the glue is to cover it up. But for now, we just want it to be secure. So I will go back in with some moss at the very end, but I just want to show you how cute that looks. Look at that. So there's the little sideways nest. We're going to put some little moss to make it look like it's an actual nest toward the end, but it's going to be so cute. Okay. So next, the bird. The bird. Do we want to just put him right here? Do we want him sitting up here? What do you guys think? Shall we sit him up here? I can put another little piece of foam. Or do we add a little tiny piece of foam and put him in front? He's kind of cute in front like that. What do you guys think? Pam, I can confidently attest that, and oh, thank you, Pam, Inside the Barn is well worth the investment. Thank you. Yeah, Pam was one of my original members, so thank you, Pam. It's a fun group. It's going to be better this time, even better, because, yeah, a lot went on. I got COVID. I got really sick. All the things happened. We had to shut it down. So I can't wait, because nothing's holding us back now. So, okay. So this bird, let me look. Oh, who's this? Someone's knocking on my door. Is it drawing time? Is that Barn Bob? Yes, and it's right down there. You guys, it's time for the drawing. Bob's here. And let me show you what you're getting. 3 people. You guys ready? So I picked these up at a kind of like a craft fair in Maui. And oh, are you guys sending the hearts? More hearts. There they are. So you've seen me wearing mine. This is a volcanic bracelet. It has a little Hawaiian flower bead on it. These beads are made from volcanic rock, and you can put essential oils on them. They're so pretty. So 3 of you are going to get a bracelet from Maui, handmade. The gal was wonderful that makes these. I'm like, we got to have those. Those are perfect. So, and I love the pink flower for Big Barn Balloons. So 3, we got to draw 3 names. All your names are in here that participated.
I get to do it.
I know, I can't even look. You can't look. Don't look. Don't look.
Let me do it.
Stop it. Hurry.
Did she tell you guys I finally got my luggage last night at 10 o'clock at night?
11:30.
No, 11:30.
11:30. Yeah. You forgot. Yeah, finally.
Finally. My luggage had a great time.
It went to Honolulu. I don't know if it saw Pearl Harbor, though. Okay.
First name.
Wait, hold it in view so they can see your hand.
Oh, first name.
Oh.
That's not it.
Put that one back in. What is it?
Frenchie.
Frenchie! Frenchie gets a bracelet. There we go. First one. Thank you, Frenchie. Frenchie for participating.
We gotta go back on vacation.
So, we do. Frenchie gets bracelet number 1. Who gets bracelet number 2? Wait, into view so they can see you're actually pulling it out of the bucket. Next one is Lisa. Lisa Pratt. Lisa Pratt gets a bracelet. Who's the 3rd? Here we go, you guys. Good job, Bob. Juanita Bowles is number 3. You guys, thank you so much. So I have 3 bracelets, 3 names. Everybody, for Bob. Give him some hearts.
Thank you, everybody.
So I appreciate that you joined me in Maui, and I've been excited. So I was stressed because these were in the luggage that got lost. I'm like, no, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. So Vivian's saying congratulations. Pam says yay. So, and Lisa, are you on? I need to look. What am I trying to look on my phone? So, anyway, Deanna says congratulations. Anyway, Phyllis, hi. So, Irene, hi. More people on. Awesome. Okay, so when you see this or watch this, you've all DM'd me if you're in this bucket. So, DM me your address. So private message me your address so that I can send these off to you. So I'm excited about that. Bob, can you set these on the counter for me with the names? Thank you.
No problem.
Alrighty, let's get back to designing. A little bit of water. And then I thought, Lisa. Oh good, Lisa, I'm glad. You have a replacement now. Elizabeth, hi! Thanks for coming on. Congratulations, everyone. So, you guys, I thought, wouldn't these be cool? I should have bought more. I should have. Because I thought, wouldn't this be fun for inside the barn? We each have a bracelet that matches. But anyway, they're super, super pretty. And what was cool about it, she was stringing them, but she said, here, smell this one. I went, I don't want to smell it, because she put lavender essential oils on it. So these take essential oils, and like if you have anxiety or a stressful day or whatever, you put your oils on there and it can just like bring you back down to earth. I need that every day. So anyway, your bracelets are coming. Oh, you know what? It was fun. It's like I was searching for just the right thing, and I'm like, man, if I could have brought you guys back bouquets of Hawaiian flowers. That one guy at the Maui swap meet was like, his flowers were so beautiful. I'm like, I just want to bring back bouquets of flowers, but they wouldn't make it. Then I thought, Maui gold pineapples, I can ship those. We never got to the pineapple plant. So there's things we just didn't get to, but I thought, these are cute, they're little, easy to ship, you know. So anyway, thank you for everyone that participated. I wish I could have bought 30 of them, so. All right, so that's on there. I think this guy needs to be down in front, and maybe we'll just take him and we'll secure him right next to the nest like that. Because I don't think in the nest would be good. It's too sideways. So let's just do that. I'm going to use another little piece of strip and some glue because I don't want nothing falling off of this. So see, I can just keep cutting it down. Love these strips. I found them originally at a floral wholesaler years ago, before I was doing anything online. And I was doing a wedding, and I had to figure out, the first thing I had to do, they wanted little cylinder vases. I'm talking the very thin, tall ones on mirror. It was at a winery. They wanted them on the mirror in the ladies' room, and they wanted to be able to put fresh flowers for whatever wedding they were doing. And they're like, how can we secure those? I go, I don't know. So I was picking up the fresh floral order to do the wedding, and the owner of the floral supply place said, this is what you need, and it'll work. They will never come off, but tell them they will never come off. And there you go. But I think you could probably use alien tape. It's thicker, though. I love these because they're paper thin, but it's thicker, but it would work, and you could end up getting them off. So, but they're very cool. All right, let's get this guy on here. I'll quit gabbing so much. I put the strip on, but I'm going to outline it with glue. Same way, and then we'll, see, I just got a little moss on there. We're going to put some moss around his base also. Whoops. Because we want to make sure that he sticks, but it looks natural with a little moss. We'll do that at the very end when we're ready for it. But look how this is coming along. Isn't it going to be a cute arrangement, you guys? Okay, so first things first. Our greens. And then we'll talk flowers, because you have choices. You really do. I'm going to break down, I'm first going to use some of these. These, I think I have one left. So I demonstrated these on that bunny centerpiece that I have to list tonight, the chocolate bunny centerpiece. And one of my followers said, how many do you have and can I get them? So she got most of them. So I need to reorder them. But I love these because they have those little sticks that come out, and the color is so nice and bright green. So we're going to use these, and then we're going to use the tall ones. These guys I'm going to break down that we used to make the basket handle on that the Holidays Designer Circle where I did that demonstration. So we're going to combine the two, and it's going to make this look amazing. So let me get these cutters open. There's plastic on this. But it's going to set our background for this. So let's actually start with these first. So these I know I'm using, so no choices on this. We don't need the really long pieces. We just want some to come up and over the birdhouse a little bit. It's going to be so cute. So cute. So let me find some of the shorter ones. Let's start with 5. And I'm being picky about which ones have flowers on them. 3, 4. Let's get one more. Let's use this one, 5. Okay, no more of those. Throw those over there. Okay, So see how cute it's going to be though if these come up and over, and you can bend them. These little guys bend, so let's bend them and put a little hoop on them because I want it to come up and over the house. I don't want it to be super tall. This design, shipping, I always have to consider shipping. I hate that because I could make this so dramatic, but we're not going to. We're gonna still gonna be dramatic and pretty, but we're gonna keep it a little subdued. Okay. So let's come in the side here with this guy, right like that. But I love the wispiness of these. It's just gonna make it look so cool. Okay, let's get some more. So these will be in the shop tonight. It is a great spray. I would say it's more of a branch spray because there's so many pieces on it and it's so tall, very tall. Now, I do want to mention if you guys order branches, because I shipped out a bunch, I've got more to ship tonight that came in last night. Some of them will have a hook on the bottom of them. What do I mean by that? I will have to bend them. Otherwise, I have to get a 48-inch box. And then I couldn't sell stems because the price would be astronomical. So if you get your stems that you order and they are bent at the bottom, it'll be a very gradual bend. It won't be a sharp bend. You can just bend them back out straight if you want to use them in a huge vase or something. So most of my clients cut it down anyway, so that's what we're doing. We have to bend them. In fact, Bob, when he was packing, he's like, I gotta bend these. I go, I know. I'll tell them they've gotta be bent. So, okay, here's another one, and you can see I'm coming off of the first one. So there's two. Isn't this gonna be fun? Fun design, you guys. But wait, there's more. You don't want to just come up and over on this design. I want to come around the front. So I'm going to do another half moon because we want to incorporate the bird and everything. So look at, you can come in the front and come around the nest. How is that? So don't neglect the bottom of your design with your branches. So let's find a way. I'm going to put a really sharp one where the pick is, like that. If you guys can see that. We're going to put a sharp bend like that to go into the front of this foam toward the end. And then we're going to just curve this around by the bird. And remember, I told you later we're going to add a bunch of, we will be adding more moss and whatnot. But I want to show you how it looks when you start kind of incorporating the branches into the design. You see how that comes around the front? We put it out the side of the foam. It came around the front. So the elements aren't, a lot of people when they do birdhouses, the elements are either on top or just up on the side and that's it. This is why I like using trays to do birdhouses. You can turn this into something fabulous. Not the other way, not that the other way isn't fabulous, but this is just what I like to do. I like to go crazy. So even when you pull one of these off, you can cut this in half too. So you can make this. I'm going to cut this little stem off down to this, so we'll have some little stems to put around. Right like that. So you can cut them down short. That's why this is a fabulous, fabulous bush or spray. Then you can connect two together and you get more fullness. So let's do that with these two. And this, I'm going to curve toward the front of the birdhouse. So we're putting a slight bend on it. And this, you guys, is going to go in this area. Look at, right around the front. So we're going to have this look like these vines are just going crazy around this birdhouse. It's going to be a good look. Let me show you. And then these little guys. So you want it to be a little wild. So we have some in front of the bird and we have some over the bird. This is what I'm talking about. Look at this, out of just 5 pieces off of that branch, look what you can do. This is going to be a great centerpiece. Okay, I have one piece left. What I think I'm going to do, because we have a lot more to add, you know how I do this? I always take at least a little bit of every element, put it aside in case at the very end I need to bring it forward again, because some of this will get buried. Although I want to keep this a little bit more airy. So let's just put that aside in case we need it. And we won't bury it with all of our other stems. Okay. Thank you for the hearts. Oh, thank you, Pam. Yeah, Frenchie, don't you love the twigs? I wake up at 2 a.m. thinking about floral design. Someone help me. Help me. Is there a hotline? I was like, what are you doing? I get up, I start walking around, I go, I don't know. I was like, I think I got 4.5 hours sleep last night. I was thinking about what we were going to do today. I'm like, and it wasn't this, because I didn't have this. I picked this up today at Homegoods. Okay, so I just need to look at it. I want to come back in. We have these. We're going to use these. But I thought, wouldn't it be pretty to put in some fern? Yes, this is new fern I'm carrying now. So we have 2 kinds. And my new favorite fern. This is a little stiffer though. And then this is a bigger one. But I thought it might be cute to have a few pieces. Not this whole bush. Not this whole bush. Let's cut a little bit of this down and let's frame this arrangement. So, which is nice about this kind of a bush. It has different colors. It's like the sword fern, but some are dark, some are light, so you get that variation in color, which is really pretty. And I just think it'll go nice with this kind of a design. It's not too heavy. It is a heavier fern, but not too heavy because I'm using it for a backdrop. So it just depends on what you're using it for, but it's a yummy fern. So I'll start with 2 pieces that I can pick together, and I'll show you what we're going to do. I'll turn that towards you so you can see it. Let's pick these 2 together. I want the lighter in front. I'm going to cut them a little shorter. I don't want this to come up to the top of the birdhouse or as high as the branches. Everything now is going to be shorter and come shorter and shorter down to the tray. So think of that as stair stepping. You don't want to make everything the same height. It'll get too heavy on top. You want the top to be airy like what you see here. But now let's fill in. Look at the difference when we start filling in. You're going to start seeing this arrangement pop. So we're going to put this right in the back. Right like that. We're going to add more. We can bend this around a little bit so we get it just how we want it. These have good wire on them too. So look at that. With just 2 little pieces of foam, or fern. Not foam, fern. You know what I meant. No, that's water in my cup, you guys. It is water. I am not drinking. We did have a few Mai Tais in Maui though. There's some, at that Westin, they have some good happy hour Mai Tais, just saying. Anyway, okay, let's do a couple more of this one. And then we'll move on to something else. So we just want a little bit, just a little bit, just to frame it out a little bit. So let me cut these down now. And what's great is don't think because you cut a big piece of fern you have to use the whole piece. Cut them down to the size you need them. You end up with these little ones, but these are good fillers at the very end. You can plug them in and plug your holes. So I always leave my little pile to the side of the scraps, because you never know. Now these I'm going to do individually, just because. So I'm going to come out this way with it. So I'm putting a bend on that, look at that. So I can come in kind of like this piece, the branch, and we can come out the side a little bit. Because this is a one-sided arrangement. But see the frame? See how we're going with the frame of the fern. Easy peasy. And here's one more dark piece that we're going to put right with this one. We're going to come back a little bit more with it, but it's in the background, but it starts making that solid barrier that we need, right like that. Okay, now that that's done, that's enough of this fern, I think, for now. And I don't think we're going to need any on the, we may want a little piece on this side. Let me look. I think we'll use the other, though. Let's see. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Let me see if we need one behind this. When I say behind this, I'm talking the nest. Yeah, let's put one behind the nest. Show you what I mean. And because the green and it's a big piece of fern, but not in height. I'm talking solid. So it'll kind of frame that little nest like he made a nest, or she made the nest, in the fern. So there's one piece. And then it kind of mimics the other side, which is good. See? like that. Okay, do we need another piece? No, because we're going to probably use the other fern. So I'll throw that down. Okay, you guys. How about a little bit of this, just for the bright color? Okay, so we are going to get to florals, I promise. But we need the greenery background first. So we're going to break this down. This has, like I told you on a previous tutorial, has 3 bunches, which I love. So we can cut this down and incorporate it. Not the whole branch, because it's too big, right? And then this comes apart, which I love. So we can have just some little pieces. There's 2 pieces of this wispy stuff. So I'm going to cut those down. And then I'm going to make my own little mini picks out of this. So we have the greenery to use without having a big clump of it, because this is a small design. We don't need the big stuff. We need the small stuff. So, but I make my own pick. Look at that. So we get the wispy, we get the brighter green. It's a glossier leaf, but we don't have the bulk. So I'm going to plug this in. Right, like that. So we're just filling this in a little bit right in here. Let's do that again. Make my little pick. I like this one too because the ends of these little wires have the lime green little leaves. Just so pretty, especially when you break it down. It's just good. It's a good one. Really is. So I want this coming out to the side. So we have the heavier fern, right? This is pretty heavy, right? But when we start introducing this in front of it, it's going to soften it a little bit. So let's do that. Wish I could build backwards so you guys could see exactly how I place, but we'll get there inside the barn. Okay, so see how that's softening up the fern now? The fern is in the background. It is our backdrop. But now we add the other greenery and it just goes, just softens it up. It's a nice, nice look. Okay, I have one more little piece of this. Let's cut these off. We'll add this in and then we can move on. It's about time to start florals. So let's do one more of these. And of course, like I said, we'll save some of the greenery for the end. You always got to do that because you never know what you need to plug in. Okay. And I think I want a piece of this. I'm going to curve it and put it by that one that curves over the top of the birdhouse. I just think it's a pretty look. Right like that. So see, we have the lime curving over with this one. And then this in the background, one over here. So we've got that element pretty much covered. There's some more little pieces of the actual green that we're going to wait till later because we're going to need it. Okay, so now we don't need 2 bushes of this at all. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. We don't need 2, so I'm going to put that up over here. Next, here is the vote, the first vote. Do you guys like the lime green? Or do you like some berries? What do you guys think? Should we introduce a little lime green down here? And when I say lime green, I'm not saying this whole bunch. You know I'm going to take this and break it down into a couple little pieces like this. Or if I'm talking about these, again, a couple little pieces. So, lime or dusty? Which one do you like? Lime, dusty, or you can say none at all. Go ahead and vote. Tell me what you think, guys. Right, Grace? It is like a little woodland forest. Oh, Deb, hi. Yeah, I love birds too and birdhouses. Oh, Wilhelmina, you used the trick where I cut it up into smaller pieces and pick them together. Yes. Thanks. You're so welcome. I mean, thank you for trying it because it does. Your hydrangeas go further. And I think it looks more natural than having this huge hydrangea head in a design. Regina says use both. Deb says the lime. Norma likes the lime. Sharon likes the lime. Linda likes the lime. Carol, lime. Joyce, hi Joyce. Joyce likes the lime. Elizabeth likes the berries. Tricia likes the lime. Lime is winning right now. Berries. Berries. Oh, here comes some berries. Okay, let's see. Berries, berries, berries. There's a few more. Well, Regina says both. Magical Moments by Emily. Emily likes the berries. She likes the berries. Kathy likes the green. Sal. Hi, Sal. Thanks for coming on. Sal likes the lime green. The lime may make it pop. So, when I need to make a decision, keep voting. I need to think about what else is going in the design, right? So, we have the big poppies, which might be too big. We have the white twins, which might be a better size. And I brought this little kit that we can break down from, I think I bought this from the craft outlet. We have the brights that are little. So, if we're going to use any of these, what do you think? The dustier one or the lime? And consider the design. So here's my thought. You guys are all lime. I'm saying no to the lime. I know. Don't come at me. I'm afraid the lime will, because it is so bright and this is such a subdued arrangement, I'm afraid the lime will become the star of the show. But I could be wrong. So let me turn this around and look at it myself. I brought them all to the table thinking, I don't know which one we would want to use. But because those wispy branches are coming through, let me just cut a piece off of this. Because I love this lime branch. I really love it. I don't know, I love it though. I'm going to push it gently in so you can see it. I'm really loving it. I don't know. I'm going to put a pick on and push it gently in. I can always remove it. I really love it, but I love those berries too because they look a little more natural. That's my opinion anyway. But look at how we could have these kind of wrong angle. Kind of hang over the bird a little bit. Here's the line. It's kind of cute how it hangs over the bird though, and it brightens it, right? So what if we use both, you guys? What if I do that and we bring the lime in, because it does brighten it. But yeah, Pam, you're right. The whiskey branch, oh, I like that. And the berries go good. So we can cut off a piece of the berries and still use some berries. So let's try that. And maybe have both, right? So what if let me pick a piece of these behind those because it might make it more interesting. So maybe we have the lime, and then we have a layer of berries up behind the lime. Maybe, let me cut off that leaf because that's going to be looking weird. Maybe I bring some of the white through there. But look at if I introduce both. What do you think about that? Or is it getting too busy now? What do you guys think? Marie says, yes, it looks great. Trisha loves it. Lisa loves it. Regina's still thinking both. And that's what I was thinking. I'll hold it up a little closer. So it looks like he's in a little forest. We still have blooms to add too. So, but I want you guys to vote yes for both or no for both. So tell me what you think now. So, and I love this process. You guys, I can see what you're thinking. I know what I'm thinking. Elizabeth, both. I like it. Okay. Regina says both. Deb loves both. Diane loves both. Good. Good. Marilyn loves both. All right, Marilyn. Yes, both. And I'm thinking both because with both, they pop off each other, and it just makes it look a little more interesting, right? Norma says yes. Pam likes just the berries. Tricia says yes. Nancy, both. Okay, so let's go. Carol says both. Hi, Carol. Regina, both. Okay. Grace, yes to both. And it's pretty green and woodsy right now, but we've got to get some blooms in here too. Marie says yes, both. Elizabeth, hi Elizabeth, both. Okay, let's start with both. And what I'm thinking is, I'm wondering if I do that on this side, should I add a little bit over here by the nest? And it would have to be a little bit. This is what I'm talking when I say a little tiny piece. And what I'm thinking is I can put these coming out. Let me show you. I like to create a little scene. Kind of fun. So we can have this coming in right around the front here. I mean, that's a little tiny piece of those. And let's see, just like a hydrangea, if I can pick a couple pieces of these so we can have the element without it being that big. We can even do this on the other side if that's too much of the lime, but I kind of like how it drapes. You can break even this down and make a little pop of green, just tiny. And I think that might be good for over here. So let's try it. Let's see if I can get it to look right. Where's my needle nose here? I want to get it, and so I want it to look like this element is growing on both sides. I got to go sideways because of that. And I'll show you what I'm doing here. Why do I do that? I'm always working way up here on the front of the table. I need to, okay, get that on there. Just come up more. Here I am, pushing it in, pulling it back, because it's just, yeah, doing its own thing here. Okay, so there's a little bit of lime on both sides. I'm going to bring the lime, the original lime, and I'm going to break it down. I think it's a little too much. I like both, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's cut this down and add another pick. I love doing that. I love taking these larger, you know, little accent flowers and bringing them into little tiny bunches of it so that it's just not too crazy. And I'll show you what I mean. Because the other one was, it was overtaking it, and we do have other things to add. So let me show you, and we just add a couple little pieces here and there. I'm sorry you can't see what I'm doing on this side, but I'll show you in just a second. I'm really going to break this down. And it'll be even more, make more sense once we get other elements in here. Now I'm working around the nest. One more little piece, and you can go small. You could even take the little blossoms and glue them in individually, which we may do that too. Take it all the way down, you guys. Really make it a cute little scene. Almost like you're doing a little fairy garden, but with a bird. Okay, got a little piece there. All right, let me show you this. We have a few more little pieces that we may, let's put one inside the nest. And I'm going to glue this. And I'll show you what I mean. And we still have to add some more color and blend it out a little bit. But see when you can just do little pieces of it like that? Like it's just growing here and there, just lightly. So it's not so overwhelming with a big bloom of it. But I think it's a good look. And we can add more of the berries in too. So I think we're good with this one. We may add a few more berries. But let's talk about blooms now. What do you guys think of that? Do you like that idea of cutting it way down? And it looks strange here, like a little ball, but wait till we trust the process. But see here, we have a little bit growing in the nest, it's growing behind the nest and in front of the nest. It's like our little lime green accent. I like it. We're going to add more to that area too. Regina said yes by the nest. Yes, Emily, it does need white flowers. So, pink or white? And let's see, what else do we have? We also have these, the little ones I got today. So we have these whites, this pink. What else did I get? I have the yellow. If we wanted to go into yellow, yellow is pretty too. These are pretty bright though. I don't know, this, I think I would stay more neutral than the yellow, so let's not even vote on yellow. What else do I have back here? We could put some thistle. Those are seeds. Oh, we have the little seed and picks. Let me show you guys. If I can get this. Okay, a couple little things. We have these little guys that were from Michael's. We have the whites, we have the pinks, we have peach. So right now, everybody's liking the white. So are you guys thinking white versus the poppies? Here's the poppies. I'm thinking the poppies are too big. I mean, we could put one down low in here, or we could stick with white. And in white, we could try a few of these. They don't have to be big. I like how this one has almost like a little bud one, and they gradually get bigger. We could even add with that a few of the little tiny ranunculus. So what are you thinking? But there's also these little guys. So first, pinks or whites, or a little both. So let's first talk about the big flowers, pink or white. Which one do you like? Large pink or large white? Go ahead and vote. Pam, yes, the thistle, sitting behind me. That's my next one. Yep, small white, 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 white. So everyone is thinking white. I think the pink is too big, so let's get rid of the pink, and I agree. So we don't stretch this out too much. So, I love these. I think these will be the perfect size for it. Maybe a few pieces. And when I'm saying, look at how small these individual ones are. So if we needed some small little pieces of white in here, this is the ticket. Now that we know we like those, do we want some hot pink in there? What do you guys think? Because these break down really nicely too, just saying. You know, little tiny pieces of it, like that. So, for the little flowers, do we want little white or little pink, or maybe a little both? Do we want to introduce colors, or do we want to keep this completely neutral? What do you guys think? Vote now. White only, or add some pink? Marie says pink blooms from the craft outlet. Both colors, small white. Okay, I like it. Gloria says white. Deanna says small white. Deb likes all white. So it looks like most people, Frenchie says combo of white and a few small pink. I like it. White and a few small pink. I really like these pink. I think they're super cute. Joy says white. Okay. Virginia likes both. White. Diane says white. Okay. Carol says white. Okay, let's do this. Yes, Pam, that's exactly what I was just going to say. Let's add the white, and then I'll hold a few pieces of pink in, and we'll see if we want to actually add it or pull it back. I like all white. I'm a neutral person. Again, I think I say this on a lot of designs that I like to add seasonal color. I do. I change as I go. So sometimes for me, it's about adding something later. Not that I always do, but I know this will go all the way through summer. Sometimes when you do the bright pink, it screams spring, but in this case, the hot pink will go right into summer. So let's start with this guy. Okay. I'm going to cut these down a little bit. We don't need that much height. We need a little. But I think you guys made some great choices. So we're going to cut those down. And we're going to start with this one. And we're going to go right in here. It's going to be our tallest bloom. And it's our smallest little of this stem. So let me introduce that one and I'll show you. Make sure I got the right height on it, and I do. Cut it a little shorter because I'm going to put a pick on it. Yeah, it definitely needs the white. Look when you put that white one up there. I tend to put my smaller blooms toward the top, and then as I come into the arrangement, into the middle, that's where my bigger blooms go. So we may not use them all either. Donna says no color. Pam, love the white flowers. Will those be listed? Yes, yes. I think I either have 1 or 2 dozen of them, so they'll be listed. They're an awesome white flower. I love them. And I love that you get 3 blooms, but look at the detail on those. They're super pretty. All the stuff that I was trying so hard to find for years at Michael's and Hobby Lobby and just not even deal with wholesale orders, because you gotta order so many, usually a couple dozen. And I bit the bullet, you guys, because I'm like, I want my designs to look elegant, and not that the flowers there at those places aren't elegant, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean? I wanted different flowers, you know, and this is something that I never see at those stores. Okay, so I'm going to do 3. So we can just get this going here. So we're going to put another one. Let's cut that a little shorter. I'll show you where I place these. And this is what I mean, like the lime is going to peek out underneath that large bloom. Right like that. So we have 3 in there. That's our first 3. And then I like how this kind of peeks out. But I think we need to add some of these as an accent. And this is where it'll get interesting. And it will look almost like a little fairy garden, but of course it is a bird. So we're going to put some over here. Gotta find my phone. There it is. Kind of growing around the nest right there. So just bring the white around. And get another pick of that. Everybody says, can you get just the stem of these? You guys save these stems. If you buy the bundles, like this was, you know, Homegoods, when you cut them off, save them, because if you ever have flowers that need stems, you can glue a flower right on this. So those go in my little box there. Let's see where this one needs to go. Out to the side here. And now we're going to intermix some of these flowers a little bit. And not everything has to be down in front either. So see how we come to the side a little bit on that. Make it interesting. Let's get some more. Love these little bunches. You guys run to Homegoods. Because look at, for accent flowers, these rock. These are like so good. So good, I'm telling you. Alright, let's put some down in front here. I'm going to love this. Let's see if I can bend that a little. So see how they're kind of just coming off the tray a little bit. Look at how it's framing him. Isn't that great? Guys, just little bits of flowers. So nice, so nice. Okay, so let me see what we have now. What I need, I know in my warehouse, I've got little miniature bird eggs. I mean, I'm talking they're like 1/4 inch long. They're tiny. I've got to find them. Bought them years ago. Oh, my bird came off. You know what I did? I got moss on there so it's not sticking. So I'm going to have to re-glue him. I may have to put a little, gosh, I don't want to ruin this bird either, but moss got on the strip so it's not sticking. So I may have to put a little piece of foam on there and then put him on, and I think I will. Let me do that real quick. I'm talking a very thin piece of foam. So sometimes if something like that happens, you guys just build it up with a piece of foam and get him back in there. So we're going to do that. And then I can surround him with some of that moss. So, bird surgery right now. Bear with me. You guys are hearing elevator music right now. I'm just saying. Okay. That. Let's get this done right. Sometimes we just gotta fix it, right? So I hope this gives you a different view of birdhouse design. And not the typical little on the roof. I've done those too. I have. But sometimes it's just nice to do things a little different, you know? Like I say, think outside of the vase. This is a tray. It's probably meant for charcuterie. It's like the trays that you see in HomeGoods right now are fabulous, you guys. They even sell them on Amazon. But what a way to elevate your design a little bit. I'm trying to see how high I want him. I think that's good. Do I want him higher? I'll show you what I'm doing. Maybe I'll bring him up a little higher. I'm going to stack the I'll show you before I secure him. I'm stacking 2 little pieces of styrofoam, floral foam, to bring him up higher, and it actually is cuter, I think. It elevates him a little bit in the front here. Let me show you how I did it. So I put a little piece on the bottom and the little piece offset on top. I'm going to moss, of course, once I get him on, but can you see how I staggered it? And he'll sit up in the design a little more. He won't be flat on the tray, which I think will add a little more interest to him. Okay, so now when I go back in, look at with him higher. I think it's a good look. I think it is. So let's get him back on. And now he should glue pretty good to the foam, more than the wood. Because of the moss, darn it. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's get his tail back there and get him secured. And we're going to push the crap out of him. We're going to push the garbage out of him. We're going to apply pressure. Sorry, it's a little slip there. Okay, so let me apply a little bit of pressure on him, then I'll turn him around. So, what are you guys thinking? Now that we're so Frenchie loves the white, Elizabeth likes it, Grace beautiful. You guys, what are you guys thinking? All white? Are we leaning toward all white, or shall I throw a couple pieces of pink in there? I love this little branch that curves around in front. All right. I'm applying pressure because I don't want him popping off again. So he's going to be on there to stay. Oh, goodness. Looking pretty cool. Oh, thank you for the hearts, you guys. I look up and I see little hearts trailing up. Let's see. Georgianne Sally Ramsey says pink. Diane Cox is on. Hi, Diane. I don't see you yet, but Sharon says pink. So you guys are thinking still a little pink. I like it. We will try it. It might brighten it up. We are gonna add a few little pieces, and then we'll vote on that. Okay. So look when I elevate him a little bit. Isn't that cute? And we're gonna moss under him, but I think it's better than him being flat on the tray. So sometimes a little flub up like that, a little mistake, makes the design better, because now I brought him up in the design a little more. Look at that. Okay, so now that we're at this point, and I do have a little bit of this we can add. I did bring one of these to the table, but it's just too big. It's just too much. We're not going to need it. It's a pussy willow little branch with little blooms. I think it's too much. But we do have the little seed and pick and this little guy. But what I want to see, what I'm going to do is, even though this is the back, I'm going to put a little bit of this back here, because you know, I always say it, I like the back to look as good as the front, even though it's a one-sided arrangement. So we're going to just bury this into the foam. It's not going to stick out very far, but it brings the element around to the back, and I think it'll make it look nice. So right back here, let's push this guy in, and then maybe one more. I love these. I need more. Okay, and then I'm going to put them inside the fern too. So different layers of them. Not just on the outside in front of the fern. Put them between the fern. And I think it's a really good look. So see, when you go around, look at, goes all the way to the back. I like it. And then I think we're going to put one coming out on the bottom right over here too. I hope you guys go to HomeGoods and find some of these. Or actually, these weren't HomeGoods, these were TJ Maxx. I couldn't believe it. TJ Maxx, you guys. Go to Marshall's, TJ Maxx, HomeGoods. They're all sister stores. And see if you can find some of these birdhouses. They are amazing. I love them. Very, very good. Okay, let me find my foam again. I'm going to push this in low. Yeah, that's a good look. It's a good look, you guys. Bring that around. So look when you bring it up underneath the fern. Like this little bush is just popping out, growing through the fern. Okay, so I think one more low one there. It'll be less, I mean, moss is cheaper than these blooms, but I think we need to finish off the back of the other side too, with one on the ground. So not just coming up in the arrangement, I like things to be near the bottom of the tray. So you'll see foam there. Can you see it peeking in there, right there? But we'll stuff some reindeer moss in there. But it'll look more natural with a few white blossoms down at the tray level. Okay, and around in here you can still see foam, but that's all the leaves that we use at the very end too. Okay, so I think we're good with these guys. Now let's put those down. Now, shall we try a few pieces of pink? Let's just see what it does. So let's try it. We don't have to go crazy, but I think it might be good. Let's turn it back around so I can see what I'm doing. And maybe just in the background. The white is very pretty though. All neutral. But these could be real subtle and pretty too. Ooh, it changes. It changes the whole design. What do you think about a pop of pink? And I would add a little bit more than just those 3 little blooms. But that's why I love this. I'll see if I can tag it in the notes when I'm done. That's why I love this little bush. If you need little accents, this is perfect. It's a great filler bush too for wreaths and everything, but for this kind of a design, it's really nice because you can get the little pieces and not, you know, have the large pink flowers in there. So if we did that, I would put another one over here, and then you guys can tell me, yeah, or take them out. I'm going to add where I would add them. Kind of weaving them around in here. I kind of got to weave them around the other elements a little bit so you can see them. The only thing I don't like, I'm going to shorten this, is it's almost the same height as the first little stem I put in, and because of that, it looks like they're twins. No twinsies. So I'm going to cut this in half. So we'll have 2 little pieces, and not 3 and 3. Does that make sense? And then maybe this hangs over the bird a little bit, because that's a cute look. And then this guy I can put back in down here. Talking to myself. Do you guys talk to yourself when you design? Are you crazy like me? Okay, maybe a little pink down there. That needs to be a little shorter. So let's make this a little shorter. Hold on, I'm making a mess. Oh my goodness, you guys. We gotta find the phone. So this is, well, it's in there. If it stays, I would probably add a little more on the other side also. You know, just to bring it around. But what do you think of the pink? Do we like a little pink, or is it making it weird? You want it more neutral? What do you think? Is it yeah, it needs that pop, or do you think that we need to keep it more subdued? Emily says yes. Elaine, oh, thanks, Elaine. Sprinkled. Where are they? There they are. Gloria likes the pink. And I think we need a little pop of pink if we do the pink. What is that hanging there? Oh, that's the branch. I gotta pull that up. So I think we would put it on the other side too. Pink yes or pink no? Everybody vote. Tell me how I'm going with this design. And obviously a little more pink would be added if we go with the pink. What else do we have? You know what I originally brought to the table too? I was thinking, oh, I should do a bow right by the thing, but it's so flat to the ground. But I brought these two because I thought those would be cute if we had the pink. Wouldn't that be cute with it? But I think it would be going over the cliff at this point. We got the nest, we got the bird, and I get a lot of questions about that. Why don't you put more bows in your arrangement? Sometimes when you're doing something like this, that's kind of like a fairy garden, but it's a bird. When you start adding a bow, it takes away from the ambiance of the arrangement. Or your eye doesn't know which is the focal point. And the bow would stand out like a bomb. I mean, it would like, don't say that word at the airport. Forget I said that. But it would be too big. It would be like this big plaid bow. I mean, we would do a few loops. But I want either the bird or the nest. I want that to be where your eye is drawn to. So I put them on the table and I went, nah, we're probably not going to use those. But does that make sense? That's why. I don't know. Regina likes the pink. Yeah, the thistle, and we can do that too. Elizabeth likes just the white. Nancy likes the whites. It makes it look more woodland, yes. Pam, neutral. So, thistle. Let's talk about that thistle. Let me get that up here. Or, if these are too large, because they might be, what about, I've got other things up my sleeve here. We've got lavender too. We could add a few spikes of lavender, I'm just saying. So there's thistle. These are all in blue tones now instead of the white, or the pink. And then I also have some of what I think is the wax flower. We could put a little pop of wax flower in. So I mean, this is a long tutorial, you guys, because we're really breaking down this design. But it's this is part of the process. So Lisa likes neutral. You could drape the line back over the bird, or a tiny sprig, yes. So depending on what color direction we're going into, we've got more wispies, a little more wispy to add. We've got a little more of the green to add. All my little scraps over here waiting. So, get over there. Emily says lavender. Sal says lavender. Okay, I like it. Lavender. So when you guys say lavender, this is instead of pink. So say pink, keep with the pinks, or go more into like the blues and the lavenders. So I know blackberries. I'm out of blackberries. I have raspberries. Blackberries ran out. I mean, they went crazy fast yesterday. So, and the kids went crazy fast. So it took all the blackberries. Wouldn't that be pretty? I should take them out of the one behind me and just like, you know, trying to get more. But, okay. Let's take the pink out and try some of the lavender. I do like the pink. I'm not saying I don't like the pink, but I want to show you how you can change the look of a design. And again, this is my teaching style, you guys. If you like my teaching style, come inside the barn with me. Also, in the barn, another little infomercial here. There will be pre-recorded tutorials every month, so you don't have to listen to the banter through the tutorial. So we'll do both. We'll do lives and we'll do pre-records. And pre-records are nice because I get right to it. I just do the whole design. So, but I like the process of letting you guys choose and then telling you what I think. Why yes or why no, and sometimes you change my mind. So it's kind of cool, kind of cool. All right, so here's the thistle. And I like the thistle. Pam, I like the thistle. I think you're on the right track here. So let's cut a couple pieces off. We don't need a little height, but I love this thistle. Tell you, I want to go to Chico and see if they have any. So let's try a little piece of thistle right next to the bird. And it's just, it's good. It's good. The thistle is good. They have smaller thistle and larger. I'm going to go ahead and pick it and put it in just like the pink, just so we can see. But this, I don't know, white is neutral, but when you use this, it's still neutral. When you go into a pink or whatever, you're changing it. You're changing it. It's not neutral anymore. And honestly, a lot of people will comment or message me on my Etsy and say, you have so much white. It's like, white is my #1 seller, you guys. I sell a ton of white. Or should I say neutral arrangements or wreaths. People like it. It's like, because it'll go with anything. So, anyway, wait till you see the thistle. Okay, this has to be shorter. I think, oh, and you know, the scabiosa, or however you say it, comes in a blue tone too. I could have brought some of that over to the table, but I didn't. I have more birdhouses though to do, so. Okay, here's just 3 pieces. I would probably put another piece up and back, but let's just look at this so you can see what we're doing. And yeah, I can hang some more lining with the bird, but look at that with the thistle. Pretty, you guys. So I think it could go either way. You guys just have to decide what you like. Elaine, thank you. Enjoys my teaching style very much. Oh, thank you. Oh, Elizabeth, yeah, I like the wax flowers. Those wax flowers are from Hobby Lobby. They look so real. Wilhelmina likes the pink. Susie likes the pink. So it just depends on what your taste is. And I have more of these trays, more of the birdhouses, so I could do them both ways. Georgianne likes the pink better. The birdhouse was from TJ Maxx. Can you believe that? The tray was from HomeGoods. So Frenchie loves the thistle. Sharon likes the thistle. Wilhelmina says the thistle looks great. Sammy says definitely thistle. So, but do you see how the design can go either way? It's just personal taste. So loves the thistle, love the thistle. So people are liking the thistle. What if with the thistle, I kind of like Elizabeth's comment too. What if we put a few spikes of this? Because do I really want to put a piece of thistle way up here? But what if we had just a couple tall pieces of this? Just a couple. Just to add another element, a little more interest to it. So let's try that. Because I think, can't remember who said lavender now without looking back. But yeah, I think it might be a good deal. Where, look at this. I'm just going to place them before I pick them. But if we had a few little pieces of this sticking up, right? Well, let's see. Ooh, don't pull that out, Kathy. So let me get these picked in. And you guys can tell me if you like both thistle and lavender. So all we need, this is the bush from Hobby Lobby. It's a great lavender bush. I've been using this bush for quite a while now, picking pieces off, and I still have more. So these bushes are on the everyday bush aisle. When they go 40% off every other week or whatever, you guys grab some of them. I always have a stash. So let's add a couple pieces of this. And oh, I love how those natural berries stick out here too. So this whole thing, I'm going to have to pull forward to get this down in here, but I think it might be a good accent. I gotta find an open piece of foam. Very subtle, but very pretty. And we might need a couple more pieces, but look at with the thistle and the lavender. I like it. I like it. Because the lavender or the thistle is heavy. They're round, they're heavy. So we need something to bring it up to the top without another, what I call a polka dot. So when I look at design, these are like polka dots if you continue with them. 1, 2, 3, 4, then you have to do 5. then you have purple polka dots everywhere. But if you bring that blue purple element back in with something spiky, you're good to go. You have brought these up to the top without another polka dot. That's how I look at it. So, and Wilhelmina, you know, Christmas I haven't used a lot. Some of the natural designs, but mostly spring and summer, or from January through fall. Deanna says beautiful. Sammy says perfect. Oh, Grace, thank you. No matter what you add, it's going to be beautiful. I love that. Hi, Colette. So, shall we stick with the purples for today? I can do another one. I mean, I've got 3 more. And there's 2 sizes to these, too. I think these are the small, and there's 2 that are bigger. So, yeah, let's see what we got. Let me add a little bit more so you guys can see this, so we don't go till midnight. I'm in California, so it's 5. But we've been on here for 2 hours. This is a long tutorial. But we had to do our giftaway, and we had to make design choices. It's just how I craft. Okay, what about the wax flower? Do we want to brighten it up or keep it neutral? What do you think of a little, and I'm talking like, you guys, little pieces of this, like down by the nest or whatever. Should we try it, or do we want to keep it completely neutral like this, whites and blues and greens? What do you think? Hi, LaFonda Crafts. Oh, Sal, thank you. I feel like I'm a spaz a lot of the times, but thank you, Sal. I love that. Magical Moments by Emily. Emily says no. Okay, so, you guys, I love this. And Elizabeth mentioned it, and I love it. I'm like, I really want this in here, but I think we're going to pass this time. I think that then there'll be nothing else. If I was going to do this wildflower and maybe add a little touch of yellow, some other wildflower colors, I think yes. But your eye will be drawn to this color because it's the only color in the design. Okay? So we're going to reserve this for another one. But if we do a pink or a colorful one, it'd be kind of cool to do one of these wildflower with all different kinds of wildflowers. I think this would be perfect. So that's my take, just to speed it up. Okay, now the sedum. This breaks down very small too, so should we add a few pieces of this? Now, I'll tell you with this. This is a make or break for a design, because even though it's a cute accent, it can get busy. It can make it busy. And I want the star, like this is very light, but when you add another busy element in, do you guys see how it goes flat? I'm going to say no on this. Look at, it's too much. We want to keep it a little more simple. So I'm going to say no to this too, just to speed it up. So watch when you're designing. If you've got several white elements already, we have a little white flower in this stem. We have this, and we've got the ranunculus. I'm thinking we don't need one more white. Let's just keep it calm and simple. Okay, so those 2 are no's for me, just because I'm speeding this up a little bit. Now, I have a little bit of this stuff left, and we have holes. We have holes to plug. I have 1 branch of this, and I'm thinking, do you guys think we need 1 branch on the side by the nest? Just 1 that comes up and over, so it's on both sides, or should we keep it all one-sided where it wisps up over here? And I wish I should have brought that whiteboard in to hold it up so you could really see it. What are you guys thinking? Regina says no. Elizabeth's too much. Sal, yes, join us in the barn. It's going to be fun. Just saying. And Sal, if you want the information, DM me. I'll be sending out the information. I'm saying later this week. Nothing else better happen, you guys. But I'll be sending an email out with all the information on it. Those barn doors are going to open soon. So just send me a DM and say, or you can put here and I'll refer you. Sal says keep it on one side. Wilhelmina says one side. Deb, one side. Sammy, yes, you guys are right, one side. So now what I'm going to see is if we just need a few shorter pieces in the front. And what I'm thinking, let's cut this. So it's pretty flat here. Maybe 1 little piece coming out the front. So, but good job, you guys. You guys are right. You're right there with me. You know what to do. You know, you got it. So we're going to combine two of these so that we have the wisp, we have the flower, we have all of it going on. And I just want to see it coming out the front where it's flat right there. And if it adds just a little bit more. Let's try it right by that thistle. Because sometimes you don't need to add a lot more, you just need a little bit of dimension. And yeah, I think it's kind of cute. Let's see. Right like that. So see that one little piece coming out here? Just adds a little bit more. What do you think? Kind of hard to see in this light and everything. I may shorten it a little bit later. We'll do it later. Okay, now we have these little pieces. I see holes. Let me just add a few of these little pieces in to plug my holes. Then all we do, you guys, is go back in at the end and add a little moss where it's showing. I'm going to put a piece of this in the back, and it's going to make the back look a little bit better. So it's just not all, we don't want it all fern in the back. We want to add this element front and back. So I'm going to plug a little bit of this in here and there. It's going to add to it. See how just two pieces there kind of add to the back there? And then I'm going to cut these down to little tiny sprigs that we can put around the front. Okay, let's see where we need them. We need some by the bird before we add the moss around that bird. Watch how this is going to change this look. Just a little bit. Just a little bit, you guys. I'm going to come right here. By those berries. And I put those two limes right by the little nest, the little wreath, and I'm going to have a piece of this coming out between those, so it's just not solid lime. We need to break that lime up a little bit right there, and this is going to be the ticket. I want it low. Okay, now someone mentioned, can we bring a little bit of that lime back to over the bird? What do you guys think? Let me show you these. And of course I've got to put some moss around this foam and the picks. But see how I added a few of those little sprigs of that, and how it just kind of softened the lime a little bit. Just a little bit. And right by the bird. So I have to moss up around the bird. But someone said, can we put a little bit of the lime back hanging over? Do we think we need it, or should that be a base accent? What do you guys think? Anybody else want to vote some more? Thank you for the hearts, you guys. This, I think, is way too long. You know what? I'm going to take that out for now. I think what we're going to do is just clip it and make it a little tiny pick of this coming out. We don't need that big thing coming out and hitting us in the face. We need a little wisp there, but not that big. Oh yeah, much better. Much better. All right, so what do you guys think? Sharon says add the lime. Sammy says no more lime. Wilhelmina, we're going to put, and I'll do that now because that might help you make the other decisions. We are going to put moss. We're going to just put reindeer moss. We're going to keep it simple because we want to keep that natural element going on, you know. I'm going to put these down because I was thinking, I'll leave the lavender up. We didn't use this. We didn't need it. You never know. You know I bring so much stuff to the table that I don't use. And there was a lot today because we did all the, not the unboxing, but the unbagging from Homegoods. So that's why, another reason we ran long. Do I need to add a couple more pieces of lavender, you guys? Let's look. Let's add a couple more. Just a little bit. I'm not going to go too crazy. Or go over the cliff, as I say. All right. I want a little bit more. Get that a little shorter. I want a little bit more. So I want you to look at this, and then I'll turn it around again. See how the lavender is right here? I want it to come up a little bit right here, shorter. A little bit heavier on that accent. to bring those thistles all the way through. Let me show you the difference when you do that. So we're going to part the seed, and this is going to be, I got to make sure I get the right angle on here. Look at how just two more pieces, and I think it just softens it a little bit more. Look at that. Just two more. It needed it. It's hard to see. When I take the picture and post it tonight that this is what we did, you guys will see. Okay, so we don't need any more of that. Unless I need, do I need like a little tiny dot of lavender on this side? Is it too just white on the other side? Do I need to bring a little bit, should I put like 2 pieces over there? Let's try it. Hold on. After I threw that on the floor. And I'm talking tiny pieces. Watch this. Because I look at that other side and I'm like, there's nothing to have it mimic this side. It's like, why is there only color on one side? So we're going to take just a couple tiny pieces of lavender and put it with these ranunculus. Let's see how this looks. I'm going to have to put some moss to cover up these picks, but I think it's going to be a good look. 2 pieces. I might add a third one later, but I want to show you that. Do you see how it's very, very faint, but it's there? So the design continues to the other side. What do you guys think? Okay. Yep, Pam, a dot on the right. I agree. Colette said yes. Elizabeth, yes. Colette, yes, definitely. Yes, yes, yes. Lavender on the other side. I think it just helped. And I think, I hate to say this, I'm going to put a third piece. Because you know me, I can't have an even number. It looks odd to me. So let's do a third. Right like that. Yep. 3 little pieces of lavender. So now all we've got to do is add a little moss. Where did my moss go? Let's put some moss around that bird if you want to keep hanging out. To finish him off. So can't have him just sitting on a piece of foam, right? So let me bring some of this here. Let me flip this around. And I'm just going to throw some glue onto that foam. Let me bring this piece down and get that on there. You can, once you throw the glue, because we're having to go under the bird, you guys do this. Don't use your fingers. Don't be like me. And my hands and fingers for years of doing this are so scarred. Use your needle nose to push it in there. Protect your hands. So we're just going to push this in here and cover up the picks that are too high, you know, because that's a tiny piece of foam. So you want to cover it. You want to cover the picks and the foam. But use your needle nose. These are your friend. Use them. Just saying. Alrighty. Oh, this moss changes it. It changes it, you guys. What a different look. Now it looks like a natural little, almost like a fairy garden. Oh, who posted that? One of you posted, you did the tray, you know, my tray with the bunny that went crazy. Someone did it and sent me, DM'd me, no, I think she commented on, gosh, I can't remember names, but she commented, she put little mushrooms in hers. Wouldn't little mushrooms, like teeny ones, look so cute on this? So cute, just saying. All right, almost done. I want you to see it with this all mossed out. There's our piece. And I have it come over the edge of the tray a little bit just so it looks natural and not square like a piece of foam. So do it. And then you can actually layer your moss too. So it's thicker in places. just put glue on top of the moss and throw another piece down. If you've never layered moss before, try it, because it'll elevate the design. It won't look like you just covered a square brick with moss, if that makes sense. Try it, you guys. And even on the front of this, I'm going to layer the moss so it doesn't look flat on the front. I want it to come in and out and look natural. So, easy peasy way to make that dimension happen. And then just hold it. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm pushing it with my needle nose pliers so it'll glue to the other moss. And then you just get this mound that looks so cool. So cool. Okay, one more piece over here. And I'll moss the rest, which is the boring part, the stuff that just peeks through and shows. Then, let me show you where I'm going to put a piece. I love doing this kind of a design. Does it show? I want a piece of moss coming out of the bird hole from the birdhouse. Yeah, do the little things, you guys. It just brings your design up to another level. So we're going to put a little bit in there, and I'm going to put some in this wreath of a nest where you can still see my picks. So we're going to push a little bit in there, and voila! I think we got it. Thanks for hanging with me, guys. Let me throw this over here. Don't look at the mess, it's a mess. And I'll bring this little wispy guy back up. You may have to put a little piece of wire to hold that front piece on. But look at this! You guys did so good making choices today. Look at this. So can you see him with the little moss all around his little brick of foam we have him sitting on? And look at how natural. When you pile the moss that way and you layer it, it doesn't look so much like a brick of foam. And then he's got his little wreath, and the blues carry to the other side. Lavender, blue, but it's very neutral. Do you see coming out of the little bird hole there? Little bit of moss. Little moss will do ya. There you go, you guys. What did you think? So different, right? Not your typical birdhouse design. I like to think outside the vase, think off the roof, because everyone does off the roof. So this is the kind of stuff I want to teach inside the barn. Don't go typical. Try different. And for me, anyway, sales are a little bit easier because it's different. A lot of people comment that message me after they receive it. It's like, it's so different. It's so this and so that. So I want to teach you things that are not the norm. So I hope you like that. What do you guys think? So I want you to run to HomeGoods, TJ Maxx, and Marshall. See if you can find some of these birdhouse. Don't forget these wooden trays with the little beaded trim. I love that they have the little feet on them too that elevates it a little bit. But there you go, you guys. That's our birdhouse design for today. Thanks for all the participation too. LaFonda Crafts, thank you. Nicole, thank you. Elizabeth, thank you. Soft, gentle, peaceful, and so beautiful. Yes, yes, that's what we're going for, definitely. Emily, thank you. Amazing. Yes, Colette, Michael's has 70% off. I wanted to go there today too, but I didn't have time. But because they still have a few stems in spring that I love, and especially greenery. Diane loves this design, very cute. Lisa, love. Regina looks very pretty, love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, you guys, and thanks for your help. Thanks for your help. But and the back doesn't look bad either. Look at that, right? Make it look good all the way around. So no live tomorrow. I have to work. I have to get things in my Etsy. So I've got to list. Everybody's chomping at the bit for the stems and the new items that came in. So tomorrow will be a non-live day again. We're probably going to go every other day. So tomorrow's Wednesday. We'll look at Thursday. Friday there won't be a live. I'll be working with my son to get inside the barn completely set up. So, and hopefully say a prayer. I need all my prayer warriors that everything goes smooth this week and we get it done. So if not, I'm ready to say, you know what, we're going to launch with my cell phone and he'll get that camera above me working eventually. So we'll see. Anyway, guys, so thank you, Marilyn. Thank you, Carol. Regina, thank you, Grace. And you guys, I'll see you on Thursday. So have a great evening. Thank you, thank you, thank you for getting me to 28,000 followers. Oh, I never dreamed it. In fact, talking to my kids are like, Mom, I didn't think you could do it, you know. I'm an old lady. I'm just saying. I am old. But I did it with your help. So thanks, you guys. I'm Kathy with Big Barn Blooms. I like to take the fear out of floral design and make it fun. So I hope you guys had fun today. And we'll see you Thursday for another one. Watch my post tomorrow as all my stems start hitting my Etsy. So a lot of people were disappointed they missed out on the blackberries and the raspberries. There are a few raspberries left, but and the kit is gone. So anyway, watch for the post, and they'll be loading up probably tomorrow. So that's my job for tomorrow. I'd rather be here playing. I don't want to do computer work. I don't like it. But thanks, guys. Have a great evening. We'll see you Thursday. Get to HomeGoods. Show me what you guys find. Frenchie, you're welcome. Oh, thank you, Donna. All right, guys, I will share this and you can keep commenting. Bye, guys.